We good?
We good.
I start over.
Live. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to everyone and Mazel Tov to Drew and Rannanah. Welcome everyone and Mazel Tov to Drew and Rannanah. And to all of us, Drew, Rannanah, what an amazing time in your lives that you both found your life partner. Drew, we couldn't be more excited and happy about the amazing girl that you've chosen to spend the rest of your life with, and God willing, raise an amazing family.
Amen.
I think it is safe to say that neither Pammy or I saw this coming until we heard from our friend Hadassah Azuri at the Hobbit on Purim evening that these two were dating, and I said, no, I'm certain that they're not, because if they were dating, I would certainly know this. And then that night, I get home and I see Drew in the kitchen. He says, Dad, I've got something to tell you. And I'm like, all right. He's like, I've been dating somebody for the past 4 months. And I'm thinking, huh. You've been dating somebody for 4 months and you haven't told me about this. So I said, thought about the last half hour of information I had, and I was like, yeah, Drew, I know. He's like, no.
How do you know?
You certainly don't know. And I said,
You know.
I know. He's like, well, who? I said, you're dating Rannanah. And he said, well, how long have you known that? I said, well, since you started dating her 4 months ago. And the look in his eyes was priceless. And you know, it was a fun thing for me. But I have to say that I was very excited and relieved for the several months that they were dating. Drew would just leave during the night. Dad, I'm going for a walk. I need some alone time. And I was concerned. I'm like, this is my child, you know. It's like 10:30 at night. He's gonna go. Where are you going?
Trauma.
I'm gonna go to the park. I just need some alone time. And then he'd come back hours later, and I'd be like, okay, this kid, I'm concerned. This kid's either got
Not okay.
PTSD or he's doing drugs. And I'm not sure which. So it was quite a relief, you can imagine, when I found out about the rendezvous to the park that they were doing every week, or every couple nights a week.
It's a good halfway spot.
Yeah. So Drew, when you told Mommy and me that you're ready to settle down and start looking to find your future wife, she and I talked about the kind of girl that we thought would be best for you. First, she should be someone that you adore and who adores you. And I see how you look into each other's eyes, not only with love, but with excitement at being in each other's presence, and it's beautiful and it's inspiring. Second, Drew, you always see the good in others, and it's important that the person you marry also has this outlook. Rannanah, you probably never noticed this, but whenever you're within earshot of Pammy or me, we're listening.
No pressure.
We're listening, and I never once heard you talk negatively about anybody. And to the contrary, when other people in your presence would talk negatively about someone, I often heard you interrupt them, and not only just interrupt them, but not correct them, but offer something positive about that person for people to ponder instead. And it's a beautiful quality. It's beautiful. And finally, as everyone knows, Drew has a pretty strong personality. So whoever he would marry needs to be someone who is self-assured and can take it, to keep Drew in check, and to be able to take it and also give it back a little. And it's obvious, Rannanah, that you have this quality in spades. Always giving it back, but with a big smile and lots of love. The Vorsmans are among our very closest friends, so it's extra special that Drew and Rannanah have chosen each other to be life's partners, and that brings us all a lot of nachas. It's my bracha to both of you that you will always feel the same that you will always feel the same love for each other that you are feeling today, and that the experiences you have, both the positive ones and the difficult times, will strengthen you, and that your partnership will be blessed with love and abundance. We love you both very much.
Wow. Kabudi. Mazato.